Hey guys, welcome back to another video of making a server for our React Native mobile app. So in the previous video we created our models for our MongoDB database. One thing I forgot is in this to-do schema, let's go ahead and do module.exports is equal to to-do, which is equal to mongoose.model to-do, that to-do, and then to-do schema like so. Okay, so in this video we're going to go ahead and continue making the structure of our server. So let's go ahead and in our config let's create two files. First one will be, let's type just file and we'll call it default.json like so. So inside of our default.json we're going to have an array object, not an array object, sorry, a JSON object, and then we'll have two parameters, two values. So mongoURI, leave that blank for now, and JWT secret. Now you can put anything here. I'm just going to put secret. In the production app, this should be some very secure, strong string that no one can guess. Maybe like blah 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 blah, like something like that. Well, maybe not something like that, but you get what I mean. For now, just type secret, and then here, this will be the connection string for MongoDB. Now, that should be kept private, but of course, I will show you guys my one, so don't worry about that. And then we'll create one more, and we'll call this database.js, or don't need to provide it, but your database.js. And in here, we're going to connect to our database, and that's pretty much it. And this can be done on a global level, so we won't need to keep connecting every time. Let's go ahead and type const mongoose equals require mongoose like so, and then const config equals require config, and then we'll require our mongoURI, config.get mongoURI. Of course there's nothing in there at the moment, but we'll sort that out in a bit. Const database is equal to async arrow function, and in here we'll do a try catch block, and here we'll go ahead and do console.error e.message, and then we'll exit the process like so with a message of 1. Process.exit, that's fine, that's if it fails. And then here we'll do await mongoose.connect mongoURI, and then use new URL parser to true, use create index to true, use find and modify to false, and use unified topology to true. Okay, so these are all settings for MongoDB, and then module.exports equal database like so. So this will connect our database. It will create the connection. Now we'll go ahead and create our middleware functionality. So we'll call this middleware auth, and inside of our middleware let's go ahead and import JSON web token. So JWT equals require JSON web token, and then const config equals require config. Module.exports is equal to async, and we'll do rec, so that's our request, res, which are response, now next. So next is what is mainly used in middleware, and it will go for the next thing that's meant to happen after the middleware. So the middleware kind of intercepts that. and then const token is equal to rec.header x-auth-token. So remember when in the Postman I referenced a key here called x-auth-token, and that value was our JSON web token. So we're pulling that from here in our request, and if there's no token, go ahead and return res.status 41. So that's the error message or kind of error code. JSON who's saying message token is not valid. Now, assuming token is valid, let's do a try catch block. So in our catch, we'll put console.error, something wrong with auth middleware, and then we can also do console.error, and we'll just do e dot message like so. Yeah, and here we'll do res.status, and we'll say 500.json, and we put message server error. So if an error occurs here, this is a kind of a server error, so we'll just go ahead and let the user know it's a server error. And then inside of our try block, we'll do await jwt.verify, and we'll do token, comma config.get get jwt secret. So that's our secret that we made in the config, and we'll put error and decode it, and then arrow function. So here we'll say if error, return res.status 41.json message token is not valid. Hang on, let's also do this one. Let's rename the first one to no token authorization denied, and then the second one can say token is not valid. And then if it is valid, we'll just do rec.user equal decoded.user and go next. So that is our auth middleware, and what we'll do is basically the client will request get to dos, and the server will go ahead and server will send to dos, right? But for authenticated, it will be client request get to dos, and then the middleware, so auth middleware comes, checks if authenticated, then server will send to dos. So it kind of intercepts it in a way, just comes in the middle and checks it all, checks that everything's correct. So once we got that out of the way, let's see, that's our entire server structure really. We just need to set up our index.js, so we'll go ahead and then of course our two routes. So in the next video we'll do that. So thanks guys, I'll catch you then.